You are ready to awaken your light. Trust what your heart shows you. Welcome once again to this channel of messages from your angels. Today's message comes from Angel Haniel, the angel of intuition, inspiration, and grace, and he tells you, creative vision. As a token of gratitude, if you share this message in your groups and social networks, at the end of it you can leave your name in the comments, and I will pray for you in my prayers. Many times, you think your desires are too big or that you don't have the capacity to reach what you dream of. However, the seed of everything that can bloom already lives within you. That seed is your vision, your ability to clearly imagine what you want to experience and feel in your life. If you allow yourself to look at it with kindness, you'll see that within it lies a map that can lead you toward a fuller future. Your mind is like fertile soil that responds to the seeds you choose to plant. If you plant thoughts of doubt and fear, that is what will grow. But if you choose to plant confidence, love, and purpose, your mind becomes the ground where a much more abundant life can take root. Remember that every idea you nurture, every image you hold, is a door opening to new possibilities. Do not ignore the power of your thoughts, because they are the starting point of everything that manifests in your reality. I know it can feel dizzying to imagine a future different from the one you know, because the unknown brings uncertainty. But don't be afraid. What today seems like a giant leap becomes easier when you take it step by step. Allow yourself to visualize in detail what you desire, not as a distant dream, but as something already on its way to you. That vision is not a whim. It's the way your soul shows you the right direction. Still, dreaming alone is not enough. Heaven wants you to understand that creative vision needs your action. Each thought must be followed by a concrete choice, by a gesture that gives it form in the world. Perhaps today your step will be small, writing an idea on paper, making a decision you've been postponing, or speaking to someone who can support you. Each action, no matter how simple it seems, opens a path that didn't exist before. It's also important to examine the ties that still hold you back. What beliefs do you keep repeating that make you feel incapable? What outside voices do you listen to more than your own? When you recognize these chains, you can begin to release them little by little. You don't need to break them all at once. Just choose a different thought each day until trust becomes stronger than fear. Remember, creative vision is not limited to just one area of your life. You can apply it to your work, to your relationships, to your personal projects, and even to your inner growth. Ask yourself, what do I want to experience in each part of my life? Then take the first step toward that answer. The universe always collaborates with those who act with clarity and commitment. Today, I want you to feel that you are not alone on this path. Every time you dare to dream with courage, energies of light come to join you and sustain you. I will be at your side, inspiring you, reminding you that you are capable of far more than you believe. Don't compare yourself with others or their achievements. Trust in your own process, because your vision is unique and has a special purpose. Let your heart be the compass that guides you. Listen to what beats inside you and allow yourself to walk with faith. Your life can transform in ways you can't even imagine right now, but for that to happen, the first step is daring to look beyond the limits you've placed on yourself. Today is a wonderful day to begin. Affirmation for today: I allow myself to see my future with clarity. I trust in my creative vision, and I take a step every day to bring it to life. Today, your angel tells you, I am the angel who comes to you in this moment to accompany you through a process of deep release. Breathe, because what once felt heavy is beginning to dissolve, and little by little, a space opens within you for the new. Perhaps today you find yourself facing memories or situations that seem to repeat themselves, awakening discomfort, sadness, or even anger. Do not see this as a punishment or a mistake, but as an opportunity to understand which wounds from the past still need your attention and care. When you choose to calmly look at what is happening in your life, you realize that what once felt like a burden is, in truth, a doorway to growth and healing. The present brings mirrors that reflect what remains unresolved. When you react automatically, you trap yourself in the same cycle and feel small in the face of what is happening. But if you stop to breathe and observe, you will discover that these repetitions are calls from your soul, reminders that you do have the ability to change the way you respond. It isn't easy, I know, because emotions can sweep you away with force. Yet the first step to breaking the circle is to recognize that you always have a choice. Your freedom begins when you accept that you can act differently than you did yesterday. I want you to understand that all those experiences you see as limiting and sometimes even painful come into your life to return your power to you. Every difficult situation carries a lesson, even if at first it is hard to see. It would be good for you to reflect on what you are living, what troubles you, what holds you back, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What part of me needs love, patience, or understanding? When you ask yourself these questions, you don't just find answers, you reclaim the power to transform those situations through the lessons gained. And remember, being compassionate with yourself is just as important as being compassionate with others. Do not demand perfection from yourself. Do not be angry with yourself for stumbling. True progress is born from treating yourself with tenderness in the midst of your own processes. Sometimes, taking care of yourself means setting clear boundaries. Other times, it means opening your heart and forgiving yourself for past mistakes. All of this strengthens your confidence and self-esteem, helping you to leave behind the vulnerability that kept you tied to fear. Imagine your life as a path. Each conscious step you take in self-love is a solid stone you place beneath your feet to continue moving forward. Do not underestimate the power of these small acts of daily care, for they are what build your inner security. I also want to remind you that you do not have to walk this path alone. There are moments when asking for help is an act of wisdom. Seeking guidance from someone experienced or sharing what you feel with a trusted person can bring you the clarity you cannot see on your own right now. This does not mean weakness, but courage and openness. Even I, as your angel, am here to remind you that light is always available and that all you need is to take the first step to find it. Today, more than ever, love yourself in the midst of your shadows. Do not wait until everything is resolved to give yourself your own affection. Do it now, with your successes and also with your mistakes. Life does not ask you for perfection. It asks for authenticity and willingness to grow. And each time you choose to act with awareness, instead of repeating the same patterns, your soul expands and your path lights up. Trust, because within you lies enough strength to create a different future, lighter and freer. The decree your angels bring you today is, today I choose to release the chains of the past and open my heart to serenity. I breathe in trust, I breathe out fear, and I allow the light to guide my steps toward a new beginning. The message of Archangel Chamuel for you today is, a life full of meaning and abundance. Today, I want to remind you that within you already lies everything you need to build a life full of meaning and abundance. You may think that you're not ready yet, or that you lack the resources to begin what you deeply desire, but in truth, the preparation has already been made. The only thing missing is your decision to take the first step. It's not about running or trying to do everything at once, but about carefully designing your path, clearly choosing each action that will support the pillars of your future. This is a time when opportunities multiply, and not only in the material sense. New people are also beginning to enter your life, bringing with them lessons, affection, and possibilities that were not within your horizon before. Don't be in a rush to open the door to them completely. Give yourself time to get to know them, to observe how they resonate with you, and from there, build lasting bonds. Remember, what is built with patience and sincerity can withstand any storm. Likewise, the connections that are already part of your life can now be strengthened if you choose to open dialogue. Express what you feel without masks and listen to what the other person has to say. It's not a matter of perfection, but of willingness. When both sides truly want to maintain the relationship, nothing external can break it. This is a perfect moment to repair, heal, and bring depth to the bonds that walk with you. I want you to see yourself as a conscious creator, someone who can transform what seems difficult into an opportunity for growth. Like an alchemist turning the heavy into the light, you too can transform your current experiences into the solid foundation of your prosperity. The work you begin today, the decisions you make with calmness and clarity, will become the seed of the prosperous life you long for. Remember, your power does not lie in controlling everything happening outside of you, but in firmly holding on to what you choose within yourself. When you act with coherence and with love, your path lights up, and every step becomes part of the fulfillment your soul is seeking. Write this decree in the comments and repeat with me out loud. I am the builder of my destiny. Each conscious decision strengthens my pillars and opens the doors to a full, stable life filled with blessings. The message of Archangel Michael for you today is strength and acceptance. Today, I want to talk to you about something that often brings pain, the difference between what you can change and what is not in your hands. There are situations in your life where you have full capacity to act and transform them. You can decide which habits to keep, what words to speak, what projects to start, or what relationships to nurture. But there are also circumstances that do not depend on you because they are tied to the decisions of others or to factors beyond your control. Understanding this difference is essential for your peace. If you insist on changing what cannot be changed, you wear yourself out in a useless effort, lose energy, and end up accumulating frustration. It is not a lack of power or courage, it is simply the reality of life. Some things are transformed through your action, and others can only be accepted as they are. When you embrace this truth, you take a huge step toward your inner freedom. I want you to see every experience as a teacher. What you cannot change teaches you patience, humility, and the ability to accept without resistance. And what you can transform awakens your strength, your courage, and your willingness to grow. Both action and acceptance are part of the same path. This is not about giving up, but about choosing where to focus your energy so that it brings real results. Acceptance does not mean resignation. It means opening the door to new paths instead of staying stuck in what does not move forward. When you stop fighting against the impossible, you create space for new opportunities, healthier relationships, and clearer projects. Acceptance is also an act of love toward yourself because you free yourself from unnecessary burdens, and toward others because you let them be who they are without forcing them to meet your expectations. I know it sometimes hurts to see that something does not change, especially when it involves loved ones. But remember, every human being has their own process, their own freedom to learn and make mistakes. You can accompany, guide, and inspire with your example, but you cannot live life in someone else's place. Freeing yourself from that weight is a gift that allows you to regain serenity and focus on what truly depends on you. Today, I want you to feel my presence giving you clarity to discern. Every time you doubt, breathe and ask yourself, does this depend on me or not? If the answer is yes, act with determination. If the answer is no, accept it calmly and move forward. This simple habit can transform your whole life because it will keep you focused on what truly builds your well-being. Prayer to Archangel Michael. Beloved Archangel Michael, I ask you to illuminate my heart with the clarity needed to distinguish between what I can change and what I must accept. Give me serenity to let go of what is not in my hands, and strength to act with courage in what is truly mine to do. May your light dissolve my doubts. May your strength sustain me in moments of weakness, and may your protection accompany me each day. Thank you for reminding me that true peace is born when I accept life as it is and open myself to the new with trust and faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The message of your soul for you today is open path. Today your soul wants to remind you that life is offering you a clear road ahead to move forward. It's as if certain obstacles that once held you back have been removed, and now the way looks brighter so you can make firm decisions. This is a great time to organize your ideas, put into motion projects you had postponed, and dare to give form to those goals you've thought about so much but hadn't yet dared to pursue. What matters most right now is that you understand no one can decide for you. You are the one holding the wheel of your life. Taking on that responsibility is a privilege because it means you have the power to shape your future with your own hands. At first, it may feel a little scary because making decisions always involves risk, but it's also the only way to grow and get closer to your dreams. Your confidence is the key that opens the door to new experiences. When you believe in your abilities and rely on what you already know and on the lessons from your past stumbles, nothing and no one can stop you. The strength to make your desires real already lives inside you. All you need is to dare to take that first step you've imagined so many times, and then the path will start to reveal itself. This moment is also an invitation to renew what already exists in your life. It could be a project that has been stagnant, a relationship that needs fresh air, or even yourself, those personal aspects you can improve. It's not always about starting from zero, but about transforming what is already in your hands so it can bloom in a new and more fulfilling way. Remember that your energy is contagious. When you pour passion into what you do, others notice it and feel inspired to join you. If you share your ideas with enthusiasm and clarity, you'll see that you're not alone. There will be people willing to collaborate with you, support you, or walk by your side. That unity multiplies strength and makes it easier to reach lasting results. Still, I want to warn you about something important. Don't confuse speed with impulsiveness. Moving forward with enthusiasm does not mean rushing without direction. Everything you decide should be well thought out and organized, because that's how you make sure the results are solid and truly what you want. Plan each step calmly, review your priorities, and don't be afraid to adjust your course when needed. Take advantage of this energy to close unfinished matters as well. The more order you bring into your life, the more space there will be for the new. And if suddenly many tasks appear at once, don't be afraid. You have the vitality to face them. Trust that you can handle it all, as long as you stay organized and keep your focus on what truly matters to you. Today, your soul encourages you to live with determination, with faith in your own power, and with the certainty that whatever you start, if done with love and careful planning, will bring good fruits. Don't let this impulse life offers you pass by. It's your chance to open wide the door to what you long for. Affirmation to attract abundance: I am a conscious creator of my destiny, and every action I take opens paths of prosperity, well-being, and fulfillment in my life. Thank you for joining me in channeling these messages. I wish you a prosperous, abundant, and joyful day, filled with all the blessings of heaven for you. If you wish, we will meet again tomorrow. A light-filled embrace to all.